Okay. Hello, YouTube. I am up past my bedtime, and I need to be up early tomorrow, and I'm going to be a sleepy boy. But there's time for one last video because I'm making time. I've just finished watching Gary's video, Playing Word Games Rather Than the Real Game. And let me tell you about my evening, YouTube. I had a conversation on the phone with Brett Keane earlier tonight. It was actually a really good talk. I got a chance to do something that I should have done a long time ago, which is apologize to Brett for all the mean, fucked up stuff that I've said to him throughout the course of my time here on YouTube. And it felt good. It really felt like a catharsis to kind of make amends and get that stuff off my chest. And Brett and I talked about a lot of things. And I'm not going to divulge all of them because it was a personal conversation. But I don't think that he'll mind me telling you guys this. We talked a little bit about Gary. And he gave me some sage advice, Brett did. He told me, I can understand that you're well-intentioned in what you're trying to do with Gary, but it's really, you might be wasting your time. Because the guy isn't going to change. I watched Gary's video. He shrugged off the whole extremophile argument, what I called the rational argument from futility. He doesn't see the futility in trying to eliminate the DNA molecule. Gary isn't a man who accepts futility. But I am. So, I want to put a picture up on the screen right now that's going to perfectly illustrate the final disposition of this debate. You've won, Gary. Not just this battle, but you've won the war. One thing that I told Brett Keane on the phone, and it was the truth, is that when Gary finally admitted that he didn't really care about Ocean at all, and Gary doubled down on that in Playing Word Games Rather Than the Real Game. He said, you put her on a pedestal, but to me she's not all that. Well, I do put her on a pedestal. I think anybody you love, you put them on a pedestal. But what I told Brett is that when Gary admitted that, it really took a lot out of me emotionally. I'm sure a lot of people have been wondering, how seriously is Fake Sagan, the Fluffy Kittenist, Chris Anderson, whatever you want to call me, how seriously is this guy taking this debate? Is this all just rhetoric? Is he really trying to do something good for this guy? And I've spoken many times about how it's impossible to know someone's true motivations, and all we can do is assume. And, there's still going to be difference of opinion. There's going to be people who think that I'm a genuine, honest person, and people who think I'm just completely full of shit. But as I said, I'm not a man who doesn't recognize futility when he sees it. And now that I've lost this debate, and I have, I'm not going to become an anti-natalist. Heavens no. But this experience has impressed upon me the futility of trying to change anyone's mind with an argument. People switch political ideologies all the time. And people switch religion and philosophical orientation. They do this all the time. And I think what I finally accepted after 10 years is that change always comes from within, not from an external persuasion of any kind. And I think what I've realized is that for the past 10 years, I've been whistling into the wind. And I don't have it in me anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. You know, I've had a lot of accounts banned since I joined YouTube. Hardcase owned you got banned. Owns you, excuse me. I put it in the past tense because it is in the past tense. Fake Sagan got banned. The Smooth Terrorist did not get banned. I just changed the name to the Fluffy Kittenist. But I've left YouTube several times because I was banned. It was never a voluntary thing. This time it is. I've decided to hang up my guns. Stick a fork in me. I'm fucking done. I don't see a point in continuing this any longer. So, effective immediately, I'm announcing my retirement from YouTube permanently. Now, I don't want to punish my audience, my subscribers. I don't call them fans anymore. Even though some of them I'm sure they are. I'm sure there are people on YouTube that like my work, and there are people here that just hate my guts. But I don't want to punish either of those groups. You know, if you think that there's anything of value to be found on my channel, or if you just want to keep my videos around to ridicule them and hate on me, you know, I don't want to deprive you of that satisfaction either. So I'm going to leave this channel up for 48 hours. And on Tuesday night, I'm going to close my channel. I'm going to delete this channel. I think 48 hours is more than fair. That's enough time for anybody who wants to download my videos, to copy and paste my comments, to mine my channel for anything that you think may be of value, and save it. But at the conclusion of this 48 hours, I'm closing the channel down, and I'm not coming back. And I can't control what any of you guys are going to do. You're going to do what you're going to do. But if you respect me at all, and you respect my wishes, I don't want Gary to absorb any backlash from this. I don't want my subscriber base going over to his videos and saying, "Thanks a lot, asshole, for making Fake Sagan retire." Gary didn't put this on me. This is my decision. Alright. He really didn't do anything wrong. It's just that, like I said, this whole experience has impressed upon me the futility of trying to change someone's mind. I can't do this anymore. It's just so pointless. And I don't find it fulfilling. You know, when I thought I could do some good here, when I thought I could change the world somehow in some small way, affect some kind of positive change in somebody's life, maybe even just one person, then it was worth it. But I know now that I really haven't done that, and that my chances of ever doing that are nil. I want to conclude by saying that I love all you guys. I'm not just talking about the people who are currently on friendly terms with me. Jesus Freak, Brett Keane, Tommy from the Bronx. I'm also talking about the haters. TJ, Scotty, Paul's ego. I don't know if he hates me. He probably does. You I love all you guys. I really do. I don't regret the past 10 years. I don't consider that it was a complete waste of time. I'm going to miss YouTube. I'm going to miss doing this, but I just, I just can't do it anymore. Um, so, so that's all there is to say. The rest is silence.